All right, trans test number 3. So anyway, I wrote number 2 on here. We've already got the video of that one up. So I was doing some reorganization here. So we have these 4 here to test because I went through what I had back here in this corner. So we got all them out, and there was 4 of those that were good. This one here is kind of questionable. I don't know yet, so I'm going to let it sit here. But that's 5 transmissions there. All right, now, besides these 4, I did pull all the covers, so just to double check them, they are all untested. I'm thinking like that one should be good. This one should be good. That car was wrecked too bad. I don't remember where that one came from, or this one. So we'll just have to test them, I guess. Like I said, I know that one's untested because that car was wrecked too bad, and this one was wrecked too bad. That one I've had about 6 years. This one I've had about, no, I'm going to say that one's going to have to be probably closer to 7 or 8. This one here I've probably had about 5. And then along with that, I found these over here. So I have these 4 here to test. And so if everything tests out all right, that's going to give me, right now we have 4 there, 4 there. So that's 8. We have 9 here. I'm going to be pulling the good transmission out and replacing it with this one. So that's going to give me 10, right now, possibly 10 good used transmissions. So we're getting ready to put this one up on the lift, and we're going to drop this trans out. When this thing's sitting on the floor, I'll pick one of these. We'll slide it over. We're going to go over it. We're going to look at it, give you a visual down inside the trans, and we're going to install it. We're going to number it number 3, clean up what we need to. Like I said, these ones aren't as clean. They've just been sitting around. That one's actually painted black. Like this one's stock. It was actually a nice clean case. So let's get this one out. The trans that we tested second, that was the date that we had tested good, is actually pulled out of the car now. So I got the clutch fork is switched over onto this one. Basically pulled the shift select plate off to get a good look down in here. Everything looks pretty good, nice and clean. The fork doesn't look like it has that much wear on the 3rd gear. Like I said, I don't even remember where this one came from. So it does have good red transmission fluid in, so it should be fine. You know, it's one of those things we're going to have to wait and see, and hopefully everything looks good. Both of these seals, even though they're used, they look like they'll be fine for our test. I'll throw a little bit of grease down in here. But we got our shift select plate all cleaned up, and we're getting ready to install that. Like I said, we just want to, you know, if we're going to do this, let's inspect, let's look down inside, see if there's anything messed up, and go from there. So we're going to get this one in. I got to load the clutch into here after we get this one moved, obviously, out of the way. And then we'll get this one lifted up. We'll show you the video. Once we get it fired up and we test it, we'll show you what we end up with. And this will be a real cute, quick test of the 3rd transmission. I'll probably let it sit there in gear and maybe put a mile or 2 on it like I did this one. And, you know, run it through the gears a good couple times. Make sure everything's good because, like I said, these things have been sitting for a while. And we'll know if we got a good trans. Oh, guess what? We have a transmission installed. Okay. The other one is sitting here. It's out. This is our good transmission with the test date, number 2. And that one's on video also. So everything is reassembled. I got to plug off this. That's the only reason why I had that catch can on there before anyway. I didn't have anything to plug this off for the time being. We'll have to hook this up. And basically, we're ready to fire up the engine and let it run some, which is the plan. And then we'll just let it sit here idle in neutral before we try putting it in gear, because that'll spin, should spin it and actually get some fluid flowing in the transmission. So we'll let it go like that for a couple minutes, and then we'll try running this thing through gear, and hopefully we have a good transmission. The only bad part about that is we've got more that need tested. So all right, let's get this thing running. All right, so we got this thing running, brought it up to temp. Run it through, just let it sit there, get everything work through, the fluid and everything, real nice. And, well, we ended up with this here. Hopefully you can read that. This one here, it's not popping out, but if you get it up to, like, the first 2 times it seemed like it was all right, but I got it up to a decent speed. And when I went to downshift, I think I was spinning the tires on the car here, sitting maybe like 70. Went from 5th down to 4th, and then went into 3rd. It went in, but it was really notchy, and it actually ground. So we're just calling this one bad for now. It probably is more or less like a bad blocking ring on 3rd gear, as long as there's not that much grind damage done to it. But that would be one of those things when you pull it apart, you'd have to see. So right now we're in the process of pulling this one out and putting another one in. I'll grab the chain, reach in, grab the chain, grab the other one. All right, so sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but that's why it's why I test these things. Because I don't want to have someone get something and find out that it's no good. Because I wouldn't want it to happen to me. So I mean, that's pretty much going to conclude this test for this transmission. It's going on the bad pile. We're going to pick out another one. We're going to make another video. Hopefully we can get a good one here. It's a broken heart trans. Bad.